WD18 outside Vicarage Road is finished. Watford 0, Stoke City 1. We're going to be doing some player rating with George and Shane, now the WD18 regular, after his little rant earlier. But lads, let's start off with Aurelio Gomez now. I mean, his wobbly legs at the end of the game kind of summed it up. But I mean, I don't think he's just a bit slow with his throws, and his kicking wasn't the best. And I don't know.
I think he had quite a quiet game though today.
Yeah.
Like Stoke didn't really threaten apart from that goal. Yeah, I was worried when he went up for the corner, and then immediately, as soon as I saw Shaqiri running with the ball, I'm like, oh no, this is it. This is it. No, Charlie Adam. Oh my God. Hit the post again. I think he didn't have a whole lot to do. I think his distribution was a bit iffy. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Few fans have been calling out for Carneses to start against Everton.
Don't think so.
I'm not sure that's going to happen. I still think Silva's got a lot of faith in Gomez.
So what do you give him?
I'm going to say 5.
5.
So,
right,
yeah.
we'll rattle through the... so we'll go on to the left back, we'll rattle through these player ratings. Holebas, what would you go for? I mean, for me, he was trying to pick a fight with Juve pretty much for the whole first half in particular. I don't think I can score him that highly, but George, what do you make of him?
I'll give him a 6 for today's game. He made a good couple of runs, falling back a bit easily, wasn't exactly keeping out the ball. It didn't come into his left back row as much as I would have liked. I think a good...
I'm not going to lie, mate, you're too nice. I think you're a bit generous with 6. I'm going to give him 4.5.
I'm going to give him a 4. I think there were so many times, so many
George
opportunities.
George is the nice one.
No. Good cop, bad cop. Yeah, I know, I'm in a mood.
Right.
But the problem is, right, look, with Holebas, every time there was a throw-in, right, everyone shouted, Jose, get on it. Oh, no, I've missed it. No, that's it. I was gone. Okay, that's fine, right? He was, and I agree with what you were saying earlier, he was just trying to pick a fight with Juve. Like, Juve, at the end of the day, it didn't matter because he was going to get all the decisions going with him, going against him. He was just trying to kick the shit out of him.
Yeah,
really.
he was.
It was annoying. I'll give him a 4. I thought it was a poor game from him today.
That's probably his worst performance I've seen from him in a while.
Yeah.
And we'll go on to the right back, Feminir. What do you make of him?
Probably one of our best players on the day. I think he was getting forward really well. I think on a different day he would have crossed the ball and someone then would have been on the end of it, Troy or Andre or whoever. But
I was a little bit annoyed. There was a lack of movement in the box today for me.
Such a lack of movement. I mean, Troy. Oh, okay, well we're going to get onto him anyway.
Yeah.
But oh God,
start before he's even been asked. George, what would you give Feminir?
Well, he was our best player. I would say 6, 6.5. Because the way I was sat, I could see every pass he was making, and he used his head well, got in the crosses, so it was a good performance.
What's kind of frustrating though with him, right, is that he gets down the wing, he does really well, but it's others around him. I think Carrillo, lazy today, really lazy, but he did well.
I'll give him a 6.5. Then going on to the 2 centre backs, George will start with Kabasele.
Kabasele also the best out of the centre backs. I would say I'll give him 4 maybe 4.5. He made. I don't think he made that many interceptions. I didn't see him intercept, but I saw him coming forward a bit when we needed him to.
I thought he was comfortable at the back, but that was probably due to the tactics of Stoke. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. He didn't have a lot to do, but I guess what he did okay.
They were playing the one up front, innit? So at the end of the day, I agree. I think he was our best centre back. But wasn't a brilliant performance. Gonna give him a 5.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5 too. Then Miguel Britos.
Well, I mean, some people question the way he plays. 3.5 towards a 4. Not his best performance. Very strong though, very strong player. But we saw at Brighton.
He's just so kind of temperamental. Him and Holebas. I mean, it was funny. Britos was actually trying to tame Holebas down, like of all people.
That's just hilarious. But Britos today was one of the poorest people on the pitch. I really did. I just didn't think he played well. Out the 2 centre backs, again, I was annoyed. Why did we drop Maps? Why did you drop him?
I only realised that like halfway through the first half. Why are we not playing Mariappa?
Where is Maps? Yeah, exactly. No, that's the first thing I noticed when I saw
this. He was
the
our 4th choice centre back before the start of the season, and he's probably been our best
game as well against Chelsea. He played well against Arsenal. No, I'm sorry, I've got to give Britos a 3. I really do.
Harsh rating coming in.
Nah, Miguel, no.
All right, going on to the 2 players in front. For me, I think Watford's best player today, Tom Cleverley. I'm going to give him. I think I'll give him a 7 because he was trying all the time. He was trying to get on the ball. He was trying to make stuff happen.
I think a 7's going to be the highest I'm going to give for anyone.
Yeah, he's a little bit.
I'm going to give. Yeah, I'll give Cleverley a 7 every time. I kind of every time we kind of lost the ball, he was the one trying to get it back again. He's a workhorse, as I've said before. He gives 100%, revitalised under Silva. It's a shame that other players around him kind of let him down today. I would give him a 7. I think him and Decore were really good today.
Man alongside Cleverly, Decore, I think he wasn't as good as Cleverly, but he was okay. I mean, that pass in the second half where it went out to touch, that wasn't too good. But overall, what did you make of him?
6.5. Good. He was good today. In my opinion, he was quite good today. The way he was getting forward, I didn't see a lot of it, but when I did see it, I saw the best part of it.
No, I agree with that. I thought he was pretty good. And then go on to Carrillo. What do we say about Carrillo?
Not a lot. To be honest with you, he wasn't running down the wing as I thought he was going to be. He was playing too central.
He looked tired.
He did look really tired. I'm not sure what it is, but obviously he had his break after internationals and all that, and he's just been a bit off since. Really, I just think he needs a bit of a rest. I hope Herrera's back next week. Really think we need him back. I think Carrillo could do with a spell on the bench for a little while. I'm going to give him a 3. I didn't feel him today. I really didn't. I mean,
disagree with that?
I'm not sure. 3. I mean, he was, Kiko is playing in front of him. He did look tired, and I'm not sure if they did the right decision to take him off. But yeah, he was right. He was looking tired. I'll give him about a 4.
And then Richarlison. I think this is probably his worst game in a Watford shirt. I think he looked a little bit lacklustre on the ball at times. He had a couple of decent chances to get a goal, but overall, I think I'm going to have to give him 4.5, 5. Yeah,
I'd give him a 5. I don't know what was happening towards the end of the game. I think there was fighting. I don't know if that Richarlison was involved. It was a poor game from Richarlison.
He looked slower.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't in his best today. I don't know what went on training during the week, but
Capoue came in for the injured Pereira. A lot of fans wanted him off for Will Hughes. Personally, I think Will Hughes should have started. We would have unlocked more doors than Capoue did. He was really static today.
What's annoying as well is that I gave Capoue my backing before the game. I was like, yeah, he should definitely start. Why not? Yeah. He let me down today. Yeah, severely let me down today. He's just so lazy, And it's something that you said, I think, in the match preview. He blows hot and cold. He can be great one week, terrible the next. He was terrible today. He just didn't look. He just didn't look as if he wanted to be there. Really, he wanted to be at home. I don't know, doing whatever, but watching the fight. But no. I'm going to be harsh. I'm going to give him a 3 as well because
it is harsh, but at the same time, he just didn't offer anything. But anyway, the man in front of him,
a half-fit Pereira would have offered more.
I agree. And then the man in front of him, Deeney, he just wasn't offering anything.
4.5. He knows to insert himself. He's a physical player, but he wasn't getting on the end of anything. He was poor at the corners. He was poor performance from Deeney. And
Shane, I know you're not too happy. You've got a few words to.
I've got a few words about Troy, but
I love him, but sometimes you've got to criticise a performance.
No, you do. Listen, Troy, I think a lot of people think he's untouchable. He's not. He needs to have the fair kind of treatment as well. He wasn't on it today. In fairness, he didn't get the service. I do kind of see that, but I was hoping for a bit more up against those physical kind of players. It's just certain things that he does, making the run and all that. He got frustrated at the end. I've seen on Twitter already, apparently, it was just frustration by Troy. He just kind of lashed out a little bit. And
Joe Allen versus Troy.
Apparently, if there are a lot of very good Watford fans on thing are saying we're lucky Troy didn't see a red for that. Yeah, he was properly in there. Like he was pushed over Shawcross, and I think he grabbed somebody as well by the thing. He just lost control because he was getting frustrated. I get the frustration, I do. I agree with what Nikhil said actually before this game. We should have got a Carker in. I think he would have been perfect today going up against those Stoke defenders, but I want to see more from Troy. Is this kind of performance going to make him sit back on the bench again for the Everton game? Not sure, because I don't really think Andre Gray did a fat lot today either.
Andre Gray, the man who did come on to partner him up top, went to a 4-4-2. Again, I mean, he was trying. That's what I liked about Andre Gray. He was trying. It was probably one of those performances I've seen from him where he actually was making the runs, he was offering, he was trying to lose his man, and he was playing off the defenders.
Yeah, you're right. He was trying. It was good performance, but 3.5 I would say from Gray. He wasn't exactly
he
there.
He didn't have a lot of time to come on.
Partner up with Deeney, then we could see something more.
And then Will Hughes, who came on, I was crying out for him in around 60th minute, give him more time to kind of get on the ball, kind of receive it from the back line, but he just didn't have a lot of time to kind of gel into the team, if you know what I mean.
I was calling out for him at half time.
Is it?
In all honesty, yeah, I was, because I just didn't know what Capoue was offering.
I was surprised that Silva didn't make a sub at half time.
He should have made a sub at half time, and obviously look, he'll learn from it, and all that. I'm not blaming anything on Silva. It's the players I'm annoyed with today. He looked okay, I think, when he came on. It's just the fact that he needed more time to kind of do something with it. What's frustrating is that I think Hughes looked lively, and I think going back onto the other player, Gray, he didn't do a lot today. He really didn't. I'm tempted to even put a 2 by Gray's name and just
I'm not gonna lie. I felt a little bit sorry for him because he didn't have a lot of time.
He had one great knockdown.
That's true.
Great knockdown. Knocks it
all
down.
I'm going to say in
the shot off target.
I'm not trying to defend. Well, I'm trying to defend Gray, but in my opinion, it's good to see him getting in that position compared to Deeney. I think he was getting in better positions than Deeney.
I'm just praying he's a late bloomer in this team.
Yeah, right.
Praying, because right now 18.5 million. I'm kind of sitting there
licking their lips. Yeah.
One game, Burnley are licking their lips, and quite frankly, the best quality about Andre Gray is that his girlfriend's from Little Mix. Seriously, I mean,
on that bombshell, we'll wrap up the player ratings. Make sure you leave a like if you have enjoyed. Don't forget to comment down below your player ratings. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one.